Since the dawn of GTA Online, there have always been grievous. Whether it was the good old-fashioned ones of 2013 who would non-stop headshot you when you were just trying to make what little money you could, or the current day Oppressor Mk II grievous who have given us all a lifelong fear of the missile lock-on sound. They've always been around for people to hate. And believe it or not, once upon a time players who owned Oppressor Mk1s were often seen as grievous, creating much hate for the vehicle before it was ultimately forgotten when its predecessor launched in the next year. But today, we're going to be looking back at the icon Oppressor Mk1 of old and deciding together if it deserves to stay dead or if it is secretly underrated. First things first, let's compare it to the Oppressor Mk II. The Mk II is the most expensive vehicle in the game, and for good reason. Whether you use it for grinding setups or just grieving people, everyone can probably agree that it is the most efficient vehicle in the game for its purposes. With top speeds of up to 130 miles per hour, it's hard to pass up on the opportunity to buy one of these if you ever find yourself in a fortunate enough position to do so. Even with its recent buffs that restricted the total amount of missiles you can fire down to 20 and making the lock-on an actual joke, I still consider it to be a must-own for any player who has the cash. But what about the Oppressor Mk1? Well, it's definitely not as fast as its predecessor, or as useful for grinding setups, but boy is it worth the 2.7 mil, and you can get it cheaper for a trade price. It has an improved maximum missile capacity of about 60, and a way better lock-on. However, these are not the reasons people buy the Oppressor Mk1 for. If you're anything like me, you probably just want to spend what precious little time we all have left with our treasured GTA Online characters before GTA 6 drops and we forget all about them. And if you're looking for a fun vehicle to pass the remaining time with it, this is definitely it. Lots of people will recommend the more expensive Vigilante, or the infamously hard to land on top of the Maze Bank Tower Scramjet, but compared to the Oppressor Mk1, these vehicles are ridiculously overrated. The Oppressor Mk1 offers more ease to drive thanks to it being a motorbike with literal rocket boosters strapped onto the back of it and retractable gliding wings, and it also offers more for every skill level. For you to enjoy the Vigilante or the Scramjet, you need to have an expansive knowledge of how the cars work and how to squeeze every drop of joy you can get from them. But this is not the case with the Oppressor Mk1. This bike can be enjoyed by all skill levels, whether you've never ridden a bike before in GTA Online or if you own every square inch of property in the game. You can rest easy knowing that you can enjoy this vehicle. While it can be hard to master, it's very easy to pick up. The concept is relatively simple: a normal bike that has boosts that can bring you up to a top speed of around 100 miles an hour, and also retractable wings that can be used with the boost to absolutely send yourself to the heavens, or to ease yourself into a gentle landing if you find yourself in the unfortunate predicament of accidentally falling off the Maze Bank Tower. My best tips for people who choose to buy it are to make sure you have a large-ish clear space before you attempt to take flight, take landings as slow as you can, and please, whatever you do, watch out for the bloody billboards. I'm not joking when I say I've been killed more times by poles accidentally hit on my Oppressor than the kamikaze NPC drivers we all know and hate. So in conclusion, I think that the Oppressor Mk1 is a must-buy for any players who just want to have some simple-minded fun whilst the GTA Online servers are still going, even though it's not the most practical of GTA vehicles. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Oppressor's worth it? Do you think the Vigilante or Scramjet are better? Let me know down in the comment sections, and I'll see you in the next video.